1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Marshall's offense takes the field. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. Finding open areas. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to them over and over and over again.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Snap in the shotgun. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Marshall quick to the line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
On the option, he'll pull it on the read. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The option look. They'll pull him down after a pickup from 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Goes to the option.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the
Touchdown, Herd! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go to the ground. Find some fresh air. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
It's complete on the right side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Trying to pound it in. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown! Thundering herd! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Gets the back moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. They'll toss it to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fullback's got it. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Man down. Play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Plucks it out of the air. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Marshall! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
West Virginia has it back ready to... into that playbook. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Bringing the heat. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He's in open space downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. They'll try to get outside. Turns it on at midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
West Virginia.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
QBs, I understand when they get frustrated with those type of deals. That's a rhythm throw. We've thrown those 1,000 times. It's a little hitch. You catch the football. You keep us ahead of the chains. You can't drop that ball, man. It was right on the money.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 13 on to kick it away.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. And back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
and you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Herd!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, give on the inside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
West Virginia.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He'll toss it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. On the option, fighting off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Thundering Herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds his big tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession.
Wide open spaces. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Spinderella, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here. Just
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Marshall quick to the line.
And first down for the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. Run it with the fullback. Touchdown, Hurd! And they take it in for scores 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Gets the back moving. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
He's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. Powers through. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Running to Green. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Marshall quick to the line. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Trying to get the corner. Got the first down and more. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Gain of 30. First and goal, Marshall.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.